All right, we got breaking news. About 15 times today I have been warned that we have a weather situation that is occurring. We have a freeze warning for tonight and tomorrow night. So we got to get everything winterized and get ready to go. So you can see that the puppy dogs have already got inside their igloo house to stay warm. We've got them some fresh hay put in there. For the swimming pool, we have already put in our winter chemicals and have pulled the pump off of the swimming pool so that, and put it and moved it to the parking garage or into the garage so it won't freeze. And that's kind of the precautions that we're taking. So also in preparation for the colder weather, we have lowered the boat, trimmed it down so that all the water ran out of the back of the motor. Don't want water holding in your water pump on your motor in freezing weather. Although I'm not too terribly worried about it. It's just going to get down in the like 30s, so it's not terrible yet. But I did want to go ahead and lower the motor. Don't want to run the risk of breaking anything in the motor, having anything freeze. So now we've got to get under the sink and remove this little compartment here. Gonna need more light. Yeah. I can tell. So we're removing this compartment behind the underneath the sink. Pretty tight fit. Basically, pull this board out, this panel, and you'll see in here that we have our hot water heater. Now, can't really see very good, but there is a this is the back of the hot water heater, and what I'm wanting to do now is I'm going to bypass the hot water heater. And the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to reach in here and cut this top valve off like that. And I'm also going to cut up. I got to get situated. I can reach it. So there's another valve on there. And I've got to turn it to get it off. Yeah, it helps turn it right. And then there's a middle valve, and I'm going to open it. And so what that did was, you have your fresh water that comes into the bottom to go in to fill up your tank. So I cut that valve off, and then that'll force the water to go up through this valve. I cut off the top valve up here where the hot water comes out of the tank, and so water can't go that way, and so the water will simply bypass the hot water tank and go right back into the hot water lines, because you don't want the antifreeze in your hot water heater, and that's the reason for doing that. Yeah, a little bit easier to see. You can see the cold on the bottom and the hot on the top. Of course, everybody's hot water heater is probably located in a different place in your camper than ours. So the other thing that I'm going to do is open the drain valves for the sink, and that'll let some air in and let the air run out of the drain. I'm also going to do it in the bathroom. You can hear it sucking air, or you could for a second whenever I done it. And I'm also going to flush the toilet, which will get all the water out of there. We're all set for now. All right, now we got the pump working. So let's try this again. And there goes the antifreeze. Notice I had to go get a sweatshirt on because the temperature actually is dropping. It's down below 60 degrees out here. Nice little breeze, and so used to the summer weather around here that it's actually starting to feel a little chilly. run until you get pink, because your RV antifreeze is pink. So it's probably going to come now, maybe. Should start getting some pink. No, not yet. It's flushing all the air out of the lines. I'm trying to pick up the antifreeze. Tighten that up. Up, now we got pink. Yep. So we got pink coming out. Cut it off, let it build up a bit of pressure. And we got pink. See, it's running out pink. So we're going to cut the cold off, turn the other side on, so we want it to come out on both sides. Make sure you got pink all in the drains and the lines, so it won't freeze. Of course, we got to do the kitchen sink also. And we have pink. Doesn't take but just a little bit. Just enough to let you know that you've got water in your or antifreeze in your lines. Probably don't have enough water, enough antifreeze in the tank to pick for the pump to pick up real good on it. But it's good enough to keep it from freezing. And so you most certainly don't want to forget your outside shower, because that's usually where most people forget, and this will be one of the first pipes to bust in freezing cold weather. So you have to open up your outdoor shower, turn on the water, and just like the others, you let it run a little bit until you get pink. And then cut that off, open up the hot water side, let it run a little bit, and we got pink already in the hot water side. There we go. And that'll keep that in your outdoor shower and keep it from freezing and busting. So I've replaced quite a few of those. They are in a spot where they will freeze and bust the first. And so now we're done. Now we're going to go cut our pump back off. Pump's off, lights are off, door is closed, RV is winterized. Now the downside is, if we decide we're going to go camping, we've got to flush out the tank and lines before we can have fresh water. But we're probably not going camping again this year.